afternoon, good evening, or good morning, depending on where you are. Magic Tribe, welcome back to our fourth episode in our Sunday Set Point series. I hope all of you are enjoying it. And as always, if you want me to pull a card for you live, don't forget to drop a donation. It's the PayPal link below, or it's the love blessing one, I think, on the channel banner. I can't remember exactly which one it is from there, but it's the PayPal link. Know that. Hello, Naomi. Good morning to you. I'm assuming you are somewhere on the other side of the planet from me. Where are you from? While I am getting everything ready for today, I think we're going to start with the Crystal Unicorn deck. And I have not looked into the astrology yet for this week. Australia. Oh, I've always wanted to visit there. That's amazing. I love hearing where all of you guys are from. Northern California. Hello, Dennis. And today, I have two stones for this week. We have one that's going to be more for the whole week, which is what our title is about for this week, and it's red calcite, and it actually looks pink, and it feels crazy, like almost like obsidian or like a smooth lava stone. Hollywood. Hello, Vanessa. So it looks kind of like this. It's sort of like a pink quartz crystal, but it's really glassy and smooth. Okay, so the affirmation for the red calcite, for those of you who decide to go pick one up or actually have one already, is I claim my energetic footprint. And that's what we're going to be discussing throughout this whole week, is how we're going to get back to center with ourselves and reclaim our power, okay? And then I have a special one that's just for today. Oh, also, the red calcite is good for helping to align your crown and your root chakras. It could actually also bring on a little bit of a Kundalini experience too, for those of you who have connected it at one point, but have a tendency to lose it. This could help keep those connected. Our second one is ocean jasper, I think. And it's really green. It has these teeny tiny, like they're like a lighter green, almost a gray colored tiny bubbles. And it's like filled with all these little tiny bubbles. It looks like the really green, deep colored ocean. And the affirmation for the ocean jasper is my heart is balanced in giving and receiving. Okay, we've all been doing a really good job of giving, but some of us are still getting really stuck in the receiving part. Okay, so make sure that you're also saying thank you and receiving, and not going, oh no, I don't need that, when people try to give you stuff, okay? Because then the universe is going to stop giving you stuff. Also, if you do make a donation, make sure you let me know in the chat box so that I don't miss you, okay? Right now I'm burning a green abundance mix. It's I don't remember exactly who it's from, and I lost the box, but I just get it off Amazon. It's a green colored incense. It smells kind of like the ocean, actually. We're calling in more abundance over the last couple weeks, so we're carrying that on from last week. I did see your thing pop up, Naomi, and we'll get to those here really soon. Okay, so let's finish talking about the ocean jasper. The ocean jasper is about creating a more nurturing environment. It aligns your heart and your solar plexus a little bit better. It also is really good for the sign of Capricorn. The calcite is a Cancer stone. So also the opposites of those two get a lot of benefit from that as well. All right, on to, I'm going to pull just a couple cards from the Crystal Unicorn Tarot by Pamela Chen to get us started off. Try to remember to let you guys know what all my decks are. Eventually I'll get to the point where I just list them all and have a link or something, but I haven't done that. I've been doing other stuff. All right, so random upside down card. Okay. Let's get 3 cards to start out for today, leading into tomorrow. Oh, I just dropped a pile of them in my lap, and I'm just going to take them because otherwise it's just going to keep dropping a pile from me. And I actually really like the card that's on top of this. So, oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. 44 is my number. 8 cards. We'll go with it. The first one is the 10 of Cups. So we are definitely calling in our abundance. And everybody knows the 10 of Cups is like the uber happy family card, right? We also get the World. So we're getting quite the theme this week. The 4 of Wands, which is the 1111 card for those twin flames who are watching and are on the journey as well. There is going to be an energetic portal opening soon, and actually today's a 12/2 day, so there is a little bit of one today too as well. We are leaving behind the 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Cups. We're leaving behind the 10 of Swords. This is something that we've been trying to ditch and keeps hanging on. So we'll see how that one goes through today, but we are definitely getting a very distinct message. The Ace of Wands comes out again with the Sun, the Empress, and holy shit, the 2 of Cups too. Okay, the universe is done fucking around. Excuse my language. Or don't, either way. It matters not to me. We have 2 10s, right? And the World card, which is also a completion card. The Sun, the 2 of Cups, the Empress, and we are manifesting, holy crap, everywhere. The things that we have been working on and feeling like we were maybe not getting any results from are seriously starting to pop out of the woodwork at us, giving us ginormous attaboys everywhere we look this week. So really try to stay out of the negative poo-poo party that we all kind of want to sink into sometimes when things don't go our way, or at least we think they're not going our way. But remember, everything looks like it's falling apart right before you get handed everything you ever asked for. So remember that if things look like everything's falling apart right now, it's not going to stay that way for long. Keep your faith. The universe is about to unveil a whole shit ton of things. So let's switch to our Affirmations deck and see what sort of messages it's going to have for us today. Let me grab the box. The Affirmations deck is by knockknockstuff.com, and I am not afraid to admit I literally only bought this deck because it has a freaking unicorn on it being ridden by a bunny through space on a rainbow. And I am not sad that I bought it at all, because this deck has been fantastically hilarious and very on point for keeping us on task through life. So let's get... First, I want to get a card for the Ten of Swords card, because this is one that keeps coming up for us. And I want to see if maybe there's something that we can do to let that go for good. A little bit of innocence, it looks like. Wonder is the card we get. It says, it's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder, and when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout, encore, and be tickled when it happens again. And when something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got tickets to this show. So sometimes life is going to hand us a sack of dog shit that we're going to have to deal with. So it's really up to you whether or not you laugh it off and just throw it in the trash, or whether you cart it around with you and show it to all your friends and bemoan your fate for being handed a sack of poop. We all get handed that sack of poop. Throw it in the trash. Let it go. All right. Now, we have a little pyramid going on over here with the Ten of Cups at the top, the Four of Wands, the World beneath that, and then the Empress, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun beneath that. And then our overall is the Two of Cups card, okay? I can't show you my spread, but I can at least tell you what I'm doing. Let's get a clarifier. I want to start clarifying all these major arcanas that we got. So we have the Empress, the Sun, and the World. Oops, and our cards. Okay, so the World. We have authenticity. For the Empress, trust. And the Sun, no. There we go. We get no judgment. Okay, so these are also recurring themes over the last 4 or 5 weeks, I would have to say. So we are getting some completions coming in. All right, so let's start with the World and authenticity, okay? So we have those together. I love the thing for authenticity. Typewriter and the bullhorn. Here we go. This is what it says. Authenticity is the name of the game, and whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive post-it note. That certainly isn't going to unlock the world for us, is it? If we're pissing and moaning about our fate instead of taking action to let people know how they can help us fix it, right? Because the World card is about bringing all of those things together into one cosmic whole, right? All of your inner pieces, your pride, your strength, your ego, and your stubbornness all together to create one supreme divine being that realizes the only thing holding you back is you. So tell the universe what you want. And don't be too surprised when you actually get it. Because the Empress tells us to trust that everything is happening just as it should. The trust card says, I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than be a defensive wiener. That it is. Because it's hard to prove to everyone that you're this Empress that you want to embody, male or female, if you're sitting there not trusting that and being a defensive wiener, right? If you don't believe it, how do you expect anyone else to? It's really that simple. And the Sun card tells us to stay out of judgment because that is what is dimming our light. And if you dim your light, how can the world see you to know that's the way they need to follow? They can't. So I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? We're still trying to figure that out here. No one really knows. So stop throwing sand on your fire, guys. The one you need to stay out of judgment the most is you. When you judge others, especially though, you're judging yourself tenfold. Instead, you need to look at those things and say, yeah, I am that. Because maybe you were once, this life or another. Who knows? And we never know why anybody makes a decision. Our realities are each our own, and we create the one that we see with the knowledge that we have, right? So, how do we reach this state of ultimate fulfillment? So far, we've gotten the message to stay out of judgment, replace our fear with wonder, trust, and authenticity, right? And then don't be surprised when you're offered an opportunity from the universe and it may be one that you've been wanting for quite a while. The Four of Wands card is the marriage card too as well. So some of our relationships may be stepping up a notch. Because ultimately this is about union not only with ourselves, but with Source. The Two of Cups card is actually a mirror. It's you looking at your shadow and realizing that even that's beautiful too. And in that realizing, that's where your true connection to Source lies. Being able to look at yourself like you look at everyone else, with love and not judgment. All right, so Naomi, let's get your card, my dear. I think I'm going to pull from the Everyday Witch Tarot for you. And then I'll pull one from the Universe Has Your Back as well. So let's get Miss Naomi's card. Oh, there it goes on the floor. Those of you who have not seen the back of the Everyday Witch Tarot, which I adore, it's this. And it is by Deborah Blake. And the card that you got, my dear, ooh, the Page of Pentacles. So this may have something to do with a new business opportunity, a new job offer, a raise maybe even. Let's see what the universe has to say, and then we'll come back to it. The Universe Has Your Back deck is by Gabrielle Bernstein, and I also read that this book is a series. We just finished it not too long ago, but it is in my playlist tab if you want to go through it. If you have read it already, you know it was a good one. And it restated a lot of the things that we already heard. So if you caught tomorrow's God this morning, then you're definitely hearing a lot of correlations between different authors, which I think is really what God's true message really is. Or I should say, life's real message. Ooh, okay. So your affirmation is going to be, I choose love no matter what, Naomi. Okay? And then your opportunity is going to be presented to you. I'm not sure exactly how, but it's going to involve a little bit of money. Maybe not a lot, but just enough for you to do whatever it is you wanted to do. I hope that helps. All right. Now, while we have the universe has your back out, put this one back in and shuffle this really fast. I hope all of you guys had a great weekend and are ready to start the new week. It's been pretty busy around here with all the changes I've been having to make. But it's definitely bringing to the forefront some of the things I really wanted to do. So if you have not seen the announcements about the new courses that are going to be starting and the new video series as well, I'm starting a tarot course January 1st, and I'm also starting up the official Magic Tribe through the Magic Mom Ministry School as well, which is a subscription for month. It's kind of like Patreon, except for you're actually going to get daily interaction with me personally and behind the scenes things. We're going to be doing a lot of personal shielding, some magic stuff, a lot to do with herbalism, things like that, as I document my switch over to an allergen-free lifestyle, at least as far as my food goes, and probably for a lot of other things as well. I want to get 2 from here just to go over what we already discussed with Pamela Chen's deck. Oh, there they are right there. Okay, so our affirmations for this week are going to be, yes. My fearless freedom lights up the world, okay? Living your true existence in your most authentic way every day, in every way, is what helps show the rest of the world that it's all right. And in that way, we spread the light even farther and kick our own up a notch too. Because energy flows where my intention goes. So, we're going to be focusing on intention this week and harnessing our feelings, because our emotions are the engine that drives our manifestation, right? So, by becoming that example to the world of your authentic freedom, your personal truth, whether everyone likes it or not is irrelevant, but there's always going to be those other little sparks of your soul self that are going to catch the hint and go, hey, I've been feeling that way too. Let's talk. And then that's how communities are built, right? Well, that's what we're doing here at the Magic Tribe. So I want to welcome each and every one of you to it personally today. So remember, your fearless freedom is what lights up the world. And wherever your intention goes is where you're sending your energy and telling the universe that's what you want more of. So make sure you're sending it to a loving, generous, and happy place as much of the time as you can, because none of us are perfect, obviously, and we all slip down the rabbit hole. But remember, you don't have to unpack and live there. You can crawl back out, right? We're all big kids now. Let's get a couple clarifiers from the Everyday Witch, and then we are going to close this out as long as nobody else has another donation. All right, we get the 8 of Pentacles for my fearless freedom lights up the world, and that's about showing the world what we can create, okay? And then the 3 of Pentacles also is about creation, and that's the one we pulled out for where our intention goes. We have the King of Swords, which is the trap we do not want to fall into. The logical, everything must be done this way trap. We don't want to step there. Because, uh-oh, we pulled it again. the Four of Wands has appeared twice. And in this deck, you can see this is about celebrating our achievements with those that love us the most. So, how are you going to be celebrating your achievements this week, everyone? Because the universe has nothing but love for you. And so do I. So that's going to be it for today. I hope all of you enjoyed our Sunday set point, and I will be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. with our next Magic Love Note from the universe. And we will be continuing the soul coaching series and our dive into the Celestine Prophecy, which we will be doing our last section in the first book of James Redfield's series. And I'm loving the correlations with the ones we've already done. It's really starting to bring the point home that, well, energy does go where our intention flows. So let's always make sure it's going where we want it to. All right? I love all of you. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. And I'll see the rest of you in the morning. Bye now. And be good.